at the East Coast event, and Don, we're definitely going to have you come back and talk about what happened on the West Coast event. But congratulations again to Samantha, who qualified for her iPad. I understand Jerome Tucker qualified for his iPad. Pastor Denise qualified for her iPad. And there's many, many others that qualified for the iPad. So, guys, we're just going to have a train of folks walking across that stage in San Francisco, just picking up iPads, and car keys are going to be handed out, and check. I don't know what else is going to happen in San Francisco. The only thing I know is everybody that's been teaming up the network needs to be there to be a part of the excitement and the passion to hear from our founders, Mel and Amy Gill. What an exciting time and a great place that we are with Team Members Network. We're in such a position of favor, and everyone that is a part is really, really seeing where we're going, and our passion, our desire is that everyone that we share this with will just be open enough to realize you're being asked to be put in a position of favor, and you need to take advantage of. If you're a guest on this call, believe me, the person that invited you have your best interest in heart. They invite you because they've seen you working so many hours, and they've seen you working hard, and they see you struggling, trying to make it, and they're trying to tell you, if you would just believe, this is the answer to your prayer. This really is. And coming in this year at this time is making such a huge difference. And coming in next year, you want to come in now this year, and next year you're going to be so grateful and so thankful that your friends took the time to invite you and to make you a part of Team Effort Network. I'm going to stop right here and bring on my business partner, Pastor Dale Wafer. Pastor Dale, are you there, sir?
I'm here. Welcome, everybody, to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. Well, I'll tell you, it's a lot of excitement out there. The line is buzzing with excitement. Boy, I like that. Well, Pastor Denise, I tell you, I don't know what to say, but, let's bring on who we got to bring on, because there's a lot of them that got a lot of great things to say.
We do. We want to hear from each and every one of them. So let's go ahead and get it started. As you all know, we had a big event at the Gaylord National Harbor here on the East Coast. And we've also had a Memo and Donald Joseph had a great big event on the West Coast. We're going to hear what happened in each event. But today we're going to hear from some of the reps and distributors and guests and friends that attended the East Coast event, just to give you a little taste and flavor of what they walked away with. And hopefully, as you're listening, if you're a guest or someone who really haven't attended a big event, you really begin to understand that these big events are really a part of the growth of your business, the foundation of building a very successful business. So let's start with actually, this lady walked across the stage in Las Vegas. She came into the business, and I think within a week or two, she had already qualified for a promotion that the company was having. So she was actually the first one that walked across the stage in Las Vegas to receive $100 cash prize. So let's bring to the call Miss Bernadine Johnson. Bernadine, are you there, dear?
Yes, I am. Woohoo! Woohoo! That's all I have to say. I was so excited about the conference we just had at the Gaylord. One thing that I did realize is that I could say this, and they're in the history that I know of in multi-level marketing, is there a product that works so well and that helps a lot of people. And this product, is from Team Effort Network. And the compensation plan, if we get it, we will go ahead and be fired up and just get to 2. Because all we have to do is get 2, and 2 get 2. And it's not a lot if we just do. Isn't that right? I am so excited about Team Effort Network. And, I see it. So that's about what I have to say.
Okay, Bernadine, we're going to say, I can tell you at work, we're not going to have you talk about the joy of your husband, except we'll have you back another day and you can really share. No, I can tell you at work. So, but thank you so much for taking the time to be here, okay, Bernadine?
You're welcome.
Thank you. See how folks would take that chance to even call from work, but see how she's kind of talking low, because you know that boss that she's going to fire in a couple of months is standing around the corner. But thank you, Bernadine. Thank you, Bernadine, for taking that positive risk. Okay, now we're going to go out to the Pentagon. Jesse Paladin, what happened to you this weekend, man?
That's me, Pastor Dale. I am here. No don't know where to start, but let me just start here. Our CEOs and founders, Melvin Amy Dale, always says that the best way to grow your business is through live events, and that's the truth. And the reason that is because live events allow you to hear different people's testimonies. And when
Jesse, your phone is going up and down, so we don't want to miss what you said. You're kind of fading in and out.
Okay, how about now, Pastor Denise? Can you hear me?
That's good. Yeah, that's good right there.
Yeah, I was saying that live events, our CEOs and founders, Melvin Amy Dale, always says that the best way to grow your business is through live events. And the reason that is because live events allow you to share your testimony with quite a few people, and you hear other people share their testimonies as well. So that's why I would always recommend the live events for the folks that are out there, the new folks that are out there in 10. And one thing I want to say is that when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and, I thought that was a death sentence, and that was until I was introduced to the 10 vitamin sprays, the D3 and the Super 10 in particular. And because the D3 helps to keep my blood sugar level in that normal range, and the Super 10 helps with inflammation. Now I want to get to that Super Saturday then and talk about Bishop Hinsfield's testimony, and that was priceless. And for those who wasn't there, you missed a good one. But this thing that Terry White recorded it all, so we can all capture it in the video. But being a veteran myself, I could definitely relate to his testimony and about getting healthy. And at the same time, not letting the VA know about how healthy you're getting, because first thing they want to do is cut back on your disability payments. So, believe me, I'm in no hurry to go back up to the VA and contact them folks and let them know how healthy I am. But anyway, Pastor Denise, I don't want to take up too much time. I'm going to keep it right there. I know quite a lot of other folks want to get in as well.
Jesse, thank you, Jesse. Thank you for tuning in and sharing with us this morning. You have a great day. Now we're going to reach out to Mr. Paul Jackson. Are you there, Paul Jackson?
Yes. Good morning, Pastor Denise. Good morning, 10 Team family. How are you today?
Good morning, sir. We are doing great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, I can understand that. It was a magnificent weekend. I'm sure it's a big carryover from that. For myself, as well as for those that I had in attendance, we received it really, really well. And it impacted us as far as our focus and our sense of urgency to really make a concerted effort to share this with people as far as our phenomenal products are concerned. Hearing the testimonies of those that were in the room, it was very impactful. But our day started with Martel initiating Cupid's Shuffle as an early morning wake-up to set the tone for a fun and exciting beginning to the day. My wife was there, and she was doing her thing, and Robert Smith, he was having a good time as well. The room was lit up early in the morning, so that was a good way to start the day, and that was a real barometer to what was forthcoming. For me, I was very impacted by Vicky Soto's testimony. I used to say B Boost was B Boost, but now I find out it's the happy truth. Vicky was saying, it really puts you in a good state, and I'm experiencing the product for myself, and it's been great. But that was such a beautiful venue. I want to thank you as well as Pastor Dale for putting us in such a magnificent venue. It was a beautiful day. Everything was exciting. We were happy to be where we were, and the people who came out, they received the information. They got excited about it, and they can see that they really want to be a part of what we're trying to do with our expansion and growth. People that I had in attendance, and I did have 12 there in attendance. I was feeling pretty good about that.
Wow.
Yeah, they really were impacted by such an eloquent and powerful presentation that Pastor Dale made with his emphasis on the product knowledge of what we have before us with the oil spray. And he complemented that by taking us to a point in the compensation plan where it was believable that we could experience what you're experiencing, Pastor Denise, riding with the top down. Yeah, that car plan compensation piece, that resonated real big in the room. That was real big. But my day concluded after leaving the venue. We had a meeting after the meeting with the people who were in attendance, and they made a commitment to really tap into this business with excitement and energy because we want to build it fast. So we were on the same page with that. And when I left, I was on my way to a jewelry party, which my wife had to be in attendance for friends. But the good thing was, reaching the jewelry party, I had an occasion to talk to 3 people who were there who were interested in the spray. Of course, I had to take out my spray and start spraying, right? So they were drawn to the spray. What is that? Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. I can't believe that. Really? It was a lot of wows, a lot of reallys. But suffice it to say, they want the B, they want the D, they want the Slim by 10. Those 3 ladies were very impacted. And I was feeling real good about that. And then I left to go to my father-in-law's. And there were 2 people in his front yard. And they were drinking carrot juice, so they have a health consciousness. I pulled out my Super 10, and I showed them what that was. And this coming week, I'm dropping off to them Super 10, Vitamin D, and the Slim by 10. So it was a magnificent day for me. Products, moving products, getting people to really focus on building this business fast and having the excitement and the energy carry over. It was a magnificent day, and it had a magnificent conclusion for me. So again, I want to thank you and Pastor Dale for what you provided for us as a platform. And I'm still reveling from the weekend. It was a magnificent weekend.
Wow, Mr. Jackson, thank you so very much. And I agree with you totally. I was just said you're going to build a team, build a staff, and you took what you got from that event and ran with it. And already you got customers, and you have people ready to look at the business plan. Thank you, Mr. Paul Jackson. Now we're going to head out to our iPad winner. I just got noticed last night. I got this beautiful email. It opened up like a dynamite that went off. It says, boom, I just won the iPad. Well, congratulations to you, Mr. Jerome Tucker. Are you there, Mr. Jerome Tucker, iPad winner?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And my wife is, I'm sure she's here too listening.
Hi, Rosanna.
Yes. iPads for everybody. Yes. And that was a result of the weekend. The thing that, from being in other multi-level marketing businesses, you understand is that when you go to these events, you really get to see how powerful they are because, we had a chance. So many times when we see people, particularly now, on the internet, we see them on YouTube, they're like TV stars, they've got their own videos out there, and to see these people up live and in person, like Vicky Stodo and Terry Whitener, there and participating in our event, and Vicky brought her crew from Kentucky, and Terry Whitener came from the left coast to be with us. And it just shows that, these are normal people. You stand there, you have a conversation with them, you talk to these people, and you see that you don't have to be, and this is not to discourage them, put them down, but you don't have to be special to build this business. All you have to do is put it in front of people. And as people, get together, and I heard Vicky's story, and I also heard Bishop Winefield's story, it just gave me more, it just solidified what I already knew, is that we have great products. And to hear the success that people are having all over the country, it encourages you to go out and just to do more, just to put it in front of people. Because there's one thing about it. People at least are gonna want the product. At least. And then once they push the product, they have them hooked. They're part of the 10 families. Then they're going to eventually coming to the point where they're going to want to buy it. And having the executives, the founding members stand up front, as you had them all collected. And we can see where this business comes from. And we're fortunate to sign up one person on Friday and then another person last night. And that was a combination of a couple of days of talking to them. But here's the thing that I noticed. When I signed up the person on Friday, I looked at their membership numbers. And from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Ken had put in 120 people in 3 days. So this is moving. This business is moving right here. We're in the midst of it. If you don't realize it, come to those big events, and you'll see it. You'll see it for yourself. And it's different when we just have our meetings, just the local people, and we talk about certain things. But when you get people from all over the country, from New York, from California, from Kentucky, all these people are talking about what's going on, it really gives us the perspective, a bigger perspective of what we're a part of. And those were the leaders. The leaders are the ones who make the sacrifices to come to those events. That's why they're leaders. That's why they're the ones moving and shaking, because they're doing the things that the other people aren't doing. So what Paul mentioned earlier about getting his team together and getting them to all commit to really doing this thing is something we all have to do right now on this call. I want everybody here to commit just to tell someone, just to share it with someone. And the next event will be bigger and bigger. 120 in 3 days. Pretty soon it's going to be 120 each day. How many of those are going to be ours? I'm looking for 110 of Pastor Denise. I want 110 of.
Jerome, I'm with you. And you pointed out that is why it's important that we want to get in position right now, because it's picking up. It's like we were right at the tip of momentum. Momentum is still, and we have momentum, but it's really going to blow up. So this is perfect timing. Mm-hmm.
And Paul was one of my teammates, one of my associates. We were working this thing together. And I know we had, Sonny Paul and our other members of our team, I think we had about 20 people there. So I know we're going to feel the effect of this coming up in the next few days. And you don't think we're all excited? We see what's going on. So we're holding on to Paul's coattail, I tell you.
Yeah, but Malcolm always said, the person that has the most guests in the room, always the one that wins. The most guests in, because if you get your guests there, and as we say, don't prejudge. You never know who's gonna say yes to this. Get your guests there. Once they see it, they're in it. Like Bishop Infant says, I don't know what thing got in it, but I'm in it to win it. So you're right, Jerome. Get your guests in the house and you're guaranteed to win. Well, thank you, Jerome Tucker. We are now going to move on to Washington, D.C., to Miss Peggy. Peggy, are you there?
I'm here.
Good morning, Peggy. How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
Well, you had a guest that was on fire at the event on Saturday.
All right, and she's still interested. Talked with her on yesterday. But, everyone else has said so many good things, but I just like to say that I just want to applaud our leaders, and I want everybody to know you have the top. I mean, we're at the top of the top. The event was fantastic. I love the Gaylord. Anybody want to give me a vacation, you can give me one there. Just going there, the atmosphere. I love teams, network marketing people, Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, and I like to give a shout out to Maureen, who, introduced us to having the presentation fair. Is very, very impressive. And I like to say that if you bring the people there, they see it, they get the feel of the room, they get the feel of the people, they get the feel of God's presence, and they have to be attracted to the business. I like to say that my first East Coast experience at the Gaylord, I had the honor of being presented the iPad, the mini iPad, and I'll never forget that experience from Mel himself. They have many, many incentive things to give us. They have things that we can earn. They have things that we can look forward to not only the weekly and the monthly, but the extras are so important. But I think what I love most about the meeting is the fact that they were organized. I mean, the staff, I like to give a shout out to the staff that do the background work. Sometimes we see the people in the front, but we forget that there's some background people there. Did a fantastic job. Now, as far as Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale, I've lost things. I call them a doctor because, they know all of these things and they can tell us so much more than we hear that we have learned from our own medical doctors, nutritionists. I I've lost names for them. I've lost titles because they are just great. They know the business. They don't mind sharing it with you. There's no big I's and little U's in our business. Everybody was together. I was fascinated to meet Vicki. The people we hear on the calls and in Las Vegas to meet Nakisha. It's just a wonderful thing, and I'm looking forward to great things. I'd just like to say I applaud you for what you're doing. National Capital Area, we have a dynamite group, and all the new people that are in that are excited, and I'm just seeing that we are at the top, and we're going even further. Thank you for your time and the effort that you give. It's not easy, but we appreciate what all of you have done to make this possible for us.
Thank you, Peggy. Well, thank you so much, Peggy. We love you, lady, and thank you for sharing your heart here. Now we're going to move out, and we're going to speak with Miss Beverly. Beverly, are you there?
Yes. Good morning, my wonderful TAM family. Woo-hoo! I'm just going to be real quick. Because everybody has already said everything. Our event on Saturday, it was short of being just magnificent, and the enthusiasm was off the chart. And remember the night before we were joking that night about spraying the reps when they come in with some B-boost. I can truly say we didn't need it at all. The enthusiasm was definitely in the house. And I just want to say I was listening to all the great testimonials given on Saturday, and I know it had to encourage and persuade a lot of our guests, at least I hope so. And I can say myself and another team rep, Cynthia, we handled the guest registration table. And I enjoyed meeting and greeting all of our new guests when they came in on Saturday. And it was also really great because I finally got to meet Miss Vicki Soto. So that was wonderful. And, and finally, what can I say about our 10 presenter? Pastor Dale. He's always, Pastor Dale's presentations are always so informative, and his breakdown of the products and the compensation plans, it's just awesome. So thank you, Pastor Dale. And I just had a wonderful time at the event, and I can't wait to our next NCA event. Woohoo!
Well, everyone, thank you, because it's so good, it's so wonderful to have someone as vibrant as you to be the one that want to be there to greet the guests as they come, and you always want to do that part whenever we have a big event. So that big, beautiful smile you have, and there's a smile at all the guests when they come in, it plays a big part. So we want to thank you for that, because you do it for us every time we have an event. So thank you so very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Enjoy it.
Thank you. Well, let's go with our last speaker for today, and that would be none other than Mr. Executive himself, Markel Brewster. Are you in the house?
Good morning. I am present and accounted for.
Well, Markel Brewster, you got the party started at the house. Were you taking that B-boost that morning?
You know what I did? I had an extremely long day Saturday, and all of my long days I take my B-boost. But that's of no credit to me. That's due to the team. I just facilitated that dance. So big ups to the team.
Well, Marshall, thank you so much. Would you like to share regards to Saturday's event?
Yeah. So great call this morning. Have a lot of great information. I absolutely love the team. I want to greet you all in love this morning. As the last speaker, I may cut you a little bit this morning, but this is all for the growth and development of the team. Many of us know we have a great team here, and I just love when we all get together. And there's so much love between all of us, and I love it because I've been a part of other companies that didn't have the same synergy. So the way that we all help one another and work together is beautiful. It's extremely beautiful. Pastor Dale gave the presentation. That's why it's important to get to these events, to encourage others to come to these events, because you'll hear something like you've never heard it before. Pastor Dale gave the presentation, And when he got to the this business starts with you, I don't know why it just hit me differently this time. But he said, this business starts with you. Now, understand on the football field, the team works together, but everyone has their individual responsibility. And we have a great team. We have great uplines. But what are you doing to grow your business? That's the question I had this morning. What are you doing? How many people do you speak to in a day to grow your business? Or do we just leave it up to our uplines to bring people in? How many questions do you ask about the product? What are you doing to grow your business today? That's the question. What are you doing? I have, I forget the young lady's name, but I asked her about the vertigo because if we tell people, man, vitamin D will help you with vertigo, well, how did it help? Yeah?
Marcia, hold up 1 second. There's some noise in the background, so if you're not speaking, please push star 6 so we don't get the feedback. Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Marcia.
Okay, so I asked her, how did the vitamin D help the vertigo? These are things we need to know. If we're going to tell people our product helps with this, our product helps with that, we need to do our own research. We need to ask our own questions. We need to get all the information we can get so that we are growing our individual business. So the question I leave you all with today is, what are you doing? As this business starts with you, what are you doing? To the decade, Pastor Denise.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall Bruce. And boy, everybody wants to do something different. Whatever they walk away with, it did help to grow their business. No, Pastor Dale, I'm going to bring you back on because we do have some guests listening on. But Pastor Dale, based on what everyone was saying, can you just give us in a nutshell the importance of the timing and the power to and how easy our compensation plan works?
Well, I know many people, or as Markel said, you can go to these events, and it's always good to get to these events because you never know what's going to speak directly to you. And as Markel was speaking, he was talking about what was spoken to him. Now, he's been in these meetings over and over and over and over and over, but for some reason, the word you stood out to him. You know, what are you doing to build your business? And that's what we all have to focus on, is that even though this is a team effort, you have something to do with the team. And if you're not putting in your effort individually, then the whole team suffers. And so ultimately, you're going to succeed or fail based upon you building your business. It's not going to be your upline. It's not going to be your downline. It's going to be you. What you see, what you dream, what your goals are, what your why are, and why you are doing what you do. So that's very important. And so when we look at our compensation plan, Mel and Amy has made it as easy as possible for a compensation plan to reward those who are willing to work. And that compensation plan says you just have to commit to getting two, one on your left and one on your right. And in this compensation plan, with one on the left and one on the right, you are then married into a compensation plan that gives you the leverage to pay out as much as it can possibly pay out because you just qualify with one on the left and one on the right. And so that has really, really created a huge surge in the industry because, many companies, they may say you have to get two, but then they say, but then your two has to have, 15 points over here, 90 points over here, and then you got to carry a bag of potatoes up a hill one way and bring down the pumpkin the other way. It's all kind of, bells and whistles to make you, as we saw the gotchas, to make you qualify for things. But with one on the left, one on the right, you become a team builder. And as a team builder in our organization, if you never go any higher than a team builder, you can qualify for the luxury car program. If you never go any higher than a team builder in our business, you can earn a one-star position. It's that simple in our company. It's not a whole lot of hoops and jumps, leaps that you have to jump through. So with one on the left, one on the right, it affords you ability
to go through the compensation plan and earn as much as you possibly can. And we could talk about cycles and all of those other things, but we're already on the end of the call. But I just wanted to really highlight the importance of two. If you and your team commit to getting 2 people every month, this month you get your 2, the next month they get their 2, the next month they get their 2. If you continue to do that all the way throughout 12 months, by the end of the 12 months, you'll have 8,190 people in your organization, and you only sponsor 2. And at 8,190 people in your organization, you're looking at approximately about $22,750 per month in your 12th month. That is how this compensation plan grows so fast. So we call it the Power of 2 1-year plan. You know, get your 2 and let your team make a commitment to get 2 every month. And in the end of 12 months, you'll have 8,190 people in your organization, and you'll be earning a 6-figure income in our company. That's the Power of 2, and that's how our compensation plan works.
Mm-hmm. That's it, and it's as simple as Pastor Dale said, the Power of 2, and that's everyone's main focus. When you come into this, and when you come into the network, and you want to be financially free, if you just think, get my 2, because we know it, and on the compensation plan, you have a left leg and a right leg. Your Power of 2, you got 2 business partners, and as your organization grows, you just want to make sure everyone that comes in your organization have their 2. Everyone gets their 2, and like Pastor Dale said, at the end of the year, that everyone that comes to your organization gets their 2. And at the end of the year, that's a monthly residual of $22,750. If everyone from month 1 all the way for the next 12 months bring their 2 into your organization, numbers don't lie. It does work. It's that simple. So we want to thank you all for being here with us today. And it's been a great call. We're going to reach out to Anita Poole. Are you on the conference today to give us the code for today?
I am most certainly on the call. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can, Anita. How are you this morning?
I am fantastic. What a great call. Absolutely wonderful hearing from, the different people who were at the event and telling us all about it. Absolutely great. We have such a massive, massive opportunity here. Do you know, people, the top 5 billionaire earners in the UK actually earn more than 20% of the population. The top 85 people in the world earn more than 30% of the population. We have in our hands here something that not only helps people with their health, it helps people with their wealth. It helps the disparity between rich and poor, because that's the beauty of this pay plan. Everyone has the same chance. Everyone can make it. So, we've got something huge here. And the headlines in the UK that are happening, it's just phenomenal. This is opening in the UK and, countries around the world. The RAF, even the Army and the RAF are getting fat headlines. RAF fatties ordered to lose their excess cargo. Experimental drugs are going to be given to the dying. And here we have vitamin D3 as a spray and B12 that we know has helped cancer patients. The NHS, the healthcare systems are actually selling people's patients' records to the drug companies. And here we have natural substances where people don't have to go on databases, etc., to get these natural substances that can help their health. And I could go on and on and on. So, this is amazing what we have here, both in terms of health and in terms of wealth. So, Nikisha was talking yesterday about your why. Very, very important. That was a great call yesterday, by the way, Nikisha, that you were on. It isn't what you say to people, it's how you say it. Nikisha was talking about the how and the why. Absolutely great. Mark Twain said the 2 most important days in our lives are the day we are born and the day we find out our why. So we just need to remind ourselves of our why and keep going at it daily with good teamwork and collaboration. Matty Stepanek said, unity is strength. When there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved. And, Dale and Denise, their fantastic event that they had at the weekend, what we're hearing from the people who were there, that's a key example of teamwork and collaboration. So Vincent van Gogh said, the fantastic artist, whoever loves much performs much and can accomplish much. And what is done in love, and I'm going to add to that, and passion, is done well. It's all about us sharing our heart, sharing our passion, having TEN and Team Effort International parent company in our hearts and sharing it with passion. So William James said, the greatest discovery of any generation is that a human being can alter his life by simply altering his attitude. William James said, human beings, by changing their inner attitudes of their minds, can change their outer aspects of their lives. We have exactly that. We can change our lives, and we can change a lot of people's lives just by having the attitude, having the imagination, having the commitment, and having the belief. Tony Robbins said, the only limit to your impact is your imagination and your commitment. Paul Mayer said, productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort. So Arthur C. Clarke, to end with, said, the only way of finding the limits of what is possible is by going beyond those limits into the impossible. We are walking into something so huge here. In fact, we are now running into something absolutely incredible. The biggest dream ever. Zig Ziglar said, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. So let's dream big, and go out there big, folks. Back to you, Denise.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Anita Poole from the UK is excited because, as we know, the Vitamin Spray Team Up Network is on the way to the UK. We are excited about that. Well, family, thank you all for being here with us today. And also, if you're a guest on the call today, please get back to the person that invited you. I know that you've heard something that has really sparked you and you're ready to make the move. So get back into the person that invited you to the call. And also, if you want to hear more about the product, if you want to hear more about the compensation plan, there's going to be a fantastic call tonight hosted by Pat Lowe from North Carolina. It's the same number, down to the same number, the same access code tonight at 9 o'clock. So you hear some more testimonies. You'll hear about the compensation plan. You will hear about the product tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Join Pat Lowe and the North Carolina team. Also, tomorrow will be the last day for you to qualify for your mini iPad. So if you have some that you're supposed to put in today, go ahead and put them in. Qualify for your mini iPad. Once you qualify, please give your name and the 3 people that qualify you to iPad@TEIcorporate.com. Make sure you send it to that email address, iPad@TEI, and TEI is Team Effort International. TEI Corporate. Corporate is spelled out, .com. And also, Detroit, Michigan, this weekend, Pastor Dale and I are on our way to Detroit. So if you have guests and families and friends that's in Detroit and the surrounding area, we will be there Friday and Saturday. So check the calendar of events. For that, to check the calendar of events, just go to the teameffortnetwork.biz website and scroll down to the bottom. You'll see where it says calendar. Click on that, and it gives you all the events listed there. So this weekend, Pastor Dale and I and Maureen Smith, Executive Founding Member, along with Jesse Downing, Executive Founding Member, will be in Detroit this Friday and Saturday. We're also going to be heading to California, and Keisha Bonner is bringing Pastor Dale and I to California for a super TTP. And then from there, everyone will be heading to San Francisco Treasure Island from May the 17th, Penn University. Everyone that's in Team Effort Network and the dogs need to be there on May the 17th in San Francisco Treasure Island. Big event. Again, thank you. Be on the call tonight. Same number, same access code, 9 o'clock to join Pat Lowe for another fantastic call about the Team of the Network Oral Vitamin Sprays. Thank you for being with us today. We'll be back on the call again tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this, family, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. God bless you all. Have a great